to this particular event. It's a real honor. I hope you really enjoy yourselves with each other. A couple words on some of the differences from way back in 1957 to now. 1957, probably there were 450 students at Calexico High School. We have 1,487 as at Calexico High School. Without freshmen, that's 10th, 11th, 12th graders. Our freshmen are now at 2 junior highs. The whole district probably had about 1,600 students way back then. Now our district has almost 7,200 students junior through 12th grade. We had a lot of new schools that we've added since some of you left town. Jefferson Elementary, Gardens Elementary, Maines Elementary, named after Ellen Maines and Helen Maines, as most of you recall. We have Blanche Charles Elementary, named after the person you as a librarian, Blanche Charles, who also taught in our system for over 30 years and retired from teaching for 50 years in the state of California, named after her too. So there's been a lot of growth. The upper grade school, which was built in 57, so you remember that, now called Andrew High School. At that time it had 6th, 7th grade, now it has 7th and 9th grade, and it has 960 kids in it. We have a second junior high, William Moreno Junior High, named after William Moreno, many of you remember, not related to me, but many of you remember him as working down at the Real Hardware store. The junior high is on the west side of town, and it's got 730 students. Each of them has a freshman football team now that competes in the league. A couple of other things. There's some changes I think are for the best, and some for the best. Calexico back in the 50s and early 60s, it was a football town. If you had driven around the community back then, as you remember growing up here, you would have seen kids on almost every street passing football back and forth and playing out in the streets and the playgrounds after school type of thing. You hardly see that anymore. There's a lot of soccer out on the foot, but you seldom see kids passing footballs around. That's part of the trend. Certainly it's a strong trend here in Calexico, but in a way it's a national trend. In my understanding, soccer is a booming sport all the way across the country, and more kids are playing soccer nowadays than are having football as they did, but it's really impacted this community. We're a big high school, but a lot of the kids today, partly because so many of them are new immigrants coming in from Mexico. The game tonight, I think, is a fascinating game. All of you remember Hopeville, the Hopeville Vikings, and you remember the rivalry from back in the 50s, which was very close games. And I remember had a freshman running back, about 56 or freshman, Marino. He was by the time he was a senior, he was an outstanding kid, but that year he was a freshman, 108 pounds. Anyway, Hopeville had good teams and beat us some of the time back or some of the time. But beginning in the early 60s, we went through a 20-25 period where we dominated Hopeville for a long time. Probably 2 or 3 times to them during that series of times. However, football fortunes in Calexico, as the immigrant population came in, as the interest in football shifted, as the parents lost an interest in supporting the program as strongly as they used to support it, our program went to a decline. And beginning over the last 10 years, the team you had in the late 50s had as many good athletes as what you'll see on our team out there tonight. And you think, oh, much larger population, we should. Just that a lot of those athletes just aren't going out there. They're not playing since the time they're 6 years old, etc. And they don't have it. But just about no more. The difference, I think, is you probably see per team than what you had back then. We're going to have about 40 players on our sidelines. And I remember going to games, watching you, and we'd have 25, 26 players suited on our end. We'd have Raleigh High School on the other end with about 60 players suited. To show you, we have about 40 out there, which is a bigger team. Brawley, I understand, is going to suit up 29 tonight with the game they're playing. So you can see how the difference in what's happening in football in Imperial County and probably across the country as compared to nowadays. Probably the best athlete, in my opinion, and the announcers can maybe give you a different, but the best athlete out there is Alarcon. He's a junior. He's a wide receiver. He's also the individual who receives the punch. 82? 86. I'm going to keep an eye on him. Probably the best athlete we're fielding out there. He's a very athletic young man. And hopefully we can get the ball to him. If we get to the ball to him successfully, we're going to have a good game tonight. The high school itself is interesting. If you get a chance to visit, the old gym, same old gym. If you were to walk into that old gym, you would think this is 1957. So especially if you look out, it's the same original floor that was there when it was built in the 1930s. You look up at the backboards. Blackboards are still the same backboards that were there in 1935 or so when the gym was built. If you turn your back and look west to where the booth upstairs is, it's the same booth. stands are still the same stands. You know. On the east side, we removed the stands and we have some storage area, but the rest of the gym is identical to that, with just the color is somewhat different within it. But it's still the gym. I've been there just a nostalgic feeling every time I go into that gymnasium. The cafeteria, the original buildings, they're all there. Of course, we've built a lot more buildings and brought in a lot of portable trailers too, so it is different campus in other that type of thing. Football field. I think you're going to be proud, if you haven't been out, you're going to be real proud of the way it looks. I can't say it's better than what it looked like in 1957 when he first built it. The grass, it's the same grass that was growing there. But, you know, it's just a matter of scraping that original grass from 1957, 40 years ago, and letting it pop up and grow. But this last year in the spring, we leveled out the field, a nice low crown, nice green grass turf on it. The referee at last game, I'm proud to say, we're mentioning that it's the best playing field right now in Imperial County. Nice. And we built a new track field around it. And you'll remember that old dirt track field that we used to use. We've got a nice sand clay surface on it. The best high school track field right this moment in Imperial County. I understand Southwest, Central, and now Central. I was going to say, Southwest and now Central, I know, came and looked at it, and they're interested in upgrading their track fields. And Raleigh's looking at some upgrading. Hopeville came out and looked at it. They're looking at. Well, we got a nice track field all over around. I'll say that. The stands, the home side stands, they're the same stands you used to sit on and people used to sit on when we visited. The difference on them is about 5 years ago we had a young man trying to jump up and jump from down on one of them from a higher bend to another, broke, fell down all the way about a 40-foot drop. We were very fortunate. It was injured, not as severely as it could have been. So what we did was come back and put aluminum planking on all stands to reinforce it. So the wood underneath is original wood as a framework with the aluminum planking on top of those things. The real thing, though, I think, if you're into nostalgia, visitor side. The visitor side, those are the same wood. Most of the wood on those stands are the original ones on the visitor side, on the original Blair field. So those visitor side, they saw people being away and other people. Someday we'll upgrade those. In the meantime, we've patched them up and repainted them, and the paint holds it together. So don't jump on those. They won't hear any of those types. I hope you have a great dinner and the rest of the evening. I hope you have a great game and after the game you're gathering.
Yes, it's very gratifying that the last 2 nights ago, Mike called me up and said they were remembering Willis Ward, and that we're going to commemorate his passing away at a football game. Football game took place a long time ago. So far back that we look at all heroes through the past wars, and we forget that there were other heroes that were also close to us, that were very meaningful to us. As Moreno spoke about football then being a high note in our lives, in our existence. Football is everything. So much so that Mrs. Covington, that was Coach Covington's sister, our teacher, 6th grade, and they were asking the entire class what we were going to do in high school. That made asked me, what are you going to do if you're going to play football? So into a tantrum, because actually football was everything that I can think of in terms of future. And there's a 4-year-11 in our history. There was another one by the name of Ross Watnum, who prior to my coming into high school also made the football team 4 years succession. So that gave me an opportunity to play with, and we today commemorate was played next to me. Like all our past heroes, like all your friends that you lost in the roads in the past, you always think what a great guy he was. He was the same thing. We were a very dear friend, a very close friend, a boy who, at the time of those days, we used to take the mid-term rest, or the rest we have between the games, halftime. We used to pass it in the field. Today they pack it into the training quarters. On that field, Coach was sitting in the middle, calling names of the team that was going to start again. And he came back with position. Willis Ward jumped up and said, I want to play, Coach. Coach said, no, you're not ready. and answering, I'd rather die than miss this game. It's a very crucial game. It was a tough game against El Centro. That thought has run my mind many, many years. One would give it up for his school. Later on, we all thought we would give our lives for our country. We all went to the war. We all went to foreign countries. Here was a boy who was willing to give his life for his school. That, a while ago, when Mr. Luna mentioned how close football was to us in those years and what it is today, is a far gap existing between us. One thought that I recollect when he made that speech, Coach Hutton taught me in the 3rd grade and told me that I was going to be a guard in the 3rd string football team in the Lexico Hoffman School on 7th Street. He would come to our classes, the 2nd, 3rd, 4th grade, and form teams. That, Mr. Moreno, as you said a while ago, you no longer see those teams out on those ball or the vacant lots. That is the main reason. When he appointed me as a guard, he put an obligation on me that I cherished for many, many years. When I went to high school, I was going to be guard. And that is where coaches inspired, made young men out of kids in vacant lots. Thank you very much.
First of all, I'd like to thank all of you for being here, because I was 6 years old at the time when we drove to that field. And I remember I was a young boy at 4 and 5 when Kenny Webb was the star of his heyday, etc. But growing up in a neighborhood, people were having, Nicky was the quarterback, and having an uncle like Rubens as the receiver. And it's made me aware of the significance of that football, and as Robert pointed out, how important it was in our neighborhood. A drill for me and my older brothers was waiting after the game and running out to the field to try to get that souvenir strap that the varsity players would give the young boys that were out in the field to give to us at the moment. And that was a big deal for all of us. Plus playing the end zone with us during the football game, somebody may be your way. Of significance tonight, we mentioned that Richard Gonzalez is the coach homeboy coming back, so to speak. The coach on the other side of the field is the Old Valley Center at 1957 when he played for Old Marv Wood. So he played against them then. Now he's the head coach for Old High School. He's been there for 20 years, and that's also coming back. So the game
that means he knows how to lose to Calais.
Right. The game has that insignificance because it also means something special to Marv to see you guys introduced at halftime. So that's
house, and they called him another answer to the Nick, yes, no, I go to the hospital. No, he's not his friend. Well, I'm pleased to be here. I left Lexico. I thought I had a better position, and probably did. I went to some better. I went to junior college up in Stockton. I went to Downey in '59, and from '60 on, I was up at junior college, and I've been ever since. And I live in Stockton, retired. I haven't had any illnesses, but I had lots of operations. In fact, when I went through the place at the airport, he says, "You got a bad knee?" I said, "Yeah, I got a replacement piece in there." So I just had a knee replacement, but it's doing well. Anyhow, thank you all very much for this beautiful gift, and the fact that you kind of said some nice things about me and bad things. I tell you, that is the toughest young guy we have out there. Jimmy Cheese.
Class 1960, with 4 years of football at Lexico as a center and quarterback, all talent 1958, 59. Junior year linebacker, senior year quarterback. 37 consecutive games on the starting lineup. Let's hear it, Mike Charles. From San Diego, a Jet Deputy Marshal, class of 1958, played guard for 2 years for the Bulldogs. His other sport was basketball, where he scored 48 points against Imperial. Robert Cota. From Mountain Home, Idaho. Retired, played 4 years for the Leco, graduated in 1960 as a guard and right halfback. In 59, he hit All Valley as a right halfback. His first year was the first game against Louisville in 57. 58, he made a 60-70 touchdown run. He's owned by Ray. That's it for Charles Dickerson. From Santa Ana, California. Played football for 3 years for Cocoa High on defense. Class 1960. And Chucky, George Cordova. From Orange County, California, a guard in the center. Let's hear it for Mick Manuel Duron. From Calexico, retired, class of 1959. They know him as Vit. Joe Ernesto Canillas, now known as Toribio Flores. From Calexico, from the class of 1957, now working for the State Department of Corrections as a halfback, Art Montejano. From Mesa, Arizona, in the class of 1961, played 4 years for Calexico as a quarterback and safety. All Valley 1959. Let's hear for Wink Wink, C. Dale Weber. From Lakeside, California, an electric fireman from the class of 59 as a fullback. Lost his pants, initiation as a freshman on the varsity team. Let's hear it for Catmint, Jim Dickerson. From El Centro, retired salesman at Pierce in the class of 1959, also a center. El Fernie, Fernando Velazquez. From Pasadena in Southern California, Edison, a deputy director, end and defensive end. Let's hear it for the great Nicky Fernando de Necochea. From Calexico, retired businessman in the class of 1958, 2 years of football at Calexico, at a right guard, one of the toughest players the Bulldogs have ever known. Let's hear it for Chino James Chu. From the class of 1961, now for El Centro, main supervisor for El Centro District, 4 years of Calexico Bulldog varsity football. All Valley in 58, 59, 60. Let's hear it for Royal Dickerson. From Calexico in the class of 1958, retired U.S. Postal Service. Aim post yards against the bike game. Let's hear it for Willie Acuna. From San Diego, California, contractor for the British Calexico, All Valley 56, 57, and 58, Ruben Carrillo. And now it gives me great pleasure to introduce Coach Alonso, the football coach for the Bulldogs in 1957. Arizona State. We have the pleasure tonight of having a 1933 graduate who played right guard alongside Willis Ward. Ladies and gentlemen, 4 years of football. Put your hands together for Tito Adolfo Iturralde.